Good morning, third graders. This is Thursday, lesson 128, so it will be a arithmetic test or math test. It is page 97, should say lesson 128 at the bottom. So today is your day for arithmetic test 12. I'm going to read through the directions and then I want you to do your test and then you will turn your test in when you come back to school. So number one, solve the story problem. And remember, we've had story problems with more than one step, so think through the problem. Number two, follow the signs. 3, divide and check. Number 4, find the fractional part of each whole number. Then 5, reduce to lowest terms. 6, mark the circle under the mixed numbers. And then write the Arabic numerals for these Roman numerals. Okay? So that would be your test 12, so if you'll complete it, and then you'll turn it in when you come back to school. So then if you look at your math page, it's a test day, so it's a simpler math page. I will tell you on your quiz next week, you will have stuff from number 1 on there. You are going to have to plot lines on your graph. So I want to make sure you understand them. So once you plot the points on the graph, remember first to go across, then you go up. So you go across. So 3, 1. On A, you're going to go to the bottom. You're going to go across 3 and take your finger, go across 3, take your finger to 1, line it up at that, and put your dot. Then you're going to go to B, and it says to go to 3. So you're going to go above, or plot your A point. Make sure you put A with it. Then you're going to go 3 across. And then you're going to go up 4, so you'll actually be on the same line that A is on, just up a couple more on 4, put your dot and put your B. And then you'll do the others like that, and then number 2 is going to tell you what to do. And then number 3, you write what the picture is in the graph. And then number 4, you're going to draw a cube in your workspace and just follow all the directions there. If you don't have colors on D, don't worry about it then. All right, so that would be your math paper. So let's look at language. If you look at page 144, if you'll remember on Thursdays, we have 2 pages to do. So we'll be doing page 144 and 145. And we're still talking about adjectives, and we're going to be marking them in the sentence. So I want to do a couple of those with you. So let's review. An adjective is a word that describes a noun. It answers 3 questions. What kind, how many, and which one? So on Think A on page 144, it says underline each noun, then circle each adjective in the sentence below. Then draw an arrow from each adjective to the noun it's describing. Not every noun will have an adjective, and some nouns may have more than one adjective. So number 1 says the baby bird ate the juicy worm. Well, step 1 was to underline the nouns. Bird and worm are our noun. Then it says draw an arrow from each adjective to the noun it's describing. So they circled baby, it was the adjective, and then they drew an arrow to bird. So then you circle juicy and draw an arrow to worm. Number 2, Dad keeps that old car in the garage. Our nouns are dad, car, and garage. So let's look at dad. Is there an adjective to circle before dad? Nope. What about car? Yes, old describes the car. And then garage, is there an adjective? No, so we don't circle it. So we circled old, so we need to draw an arrow to the noun it describes, and that's car. What kind of car? Is old car. Okay, think B. Circle each adjective in the following list of words. Write C. Write a sentence for each noun below using 2 adjectives to describe each one. So you'll write a sentence and you'll put horse in there, and you have to have 2 adjectives before it and 2 adjectives before boy in the sentence too. And then you'll do page 145. Remember, an adjective is a word that describes a noun. It goes through what kind, how many, and which one in the purple box. And Think A says complete each sentence by writing an adjective for each purple noun. Write B. Write a sentence for the noun below using 2 adjectives to describe shoes. All right, and that will prepare you for your language quiz tomorrow, which you'll take it tomorrow. So these pages will help you be ready for that. All right, let's move on to science. And we're moving to galaxies. Okay, we're going to talk about what is a galaxy, and you're going to learn more about that today. So I'm going to give you a brief overview, and then you will have pages to read. A galaxy is one of many very large groups of stars that make up a universe. The Milky Way, this is not a candy bar. This is the Earth's galaxy, the Milky Way. It's shaped something like a pinwheel. Earth is positioned in the outer portion of the Milky Way. From this perspective, the Milky Way stars and spectacle dust are seen in a milky white band. There are over 100 billion stars in the Milky Way. That is a lot. But people can only see a small number of them. The force of gravity holds this galaxy together. It's estimated that there are over 100 billion galaxies. All of these galaxies are moving. Most of the time they do not collide because they are so far away from each other. Sometimes two galaxies do collide. When this happens, the two galaxies may join together to form one new large galaxy. Scientists classify galaxies according to their shape. These classifications are elliptical, spiral, elliptical, spiral, barred spiral, and irregular. The largest and most numerous type of galaxy is the elliptical. It is shaped like a flattened ball. A spiral galaxy looks like a pinwheel. The Milky Way is a spiral galaxy. Barred spiral galaxies are spiral galaxies that have a bar running through the middle of the galaxy. The irregular galaxy has no special shape and is generally the smallest in size. So you're going to read today about the solar system that God created, the one that the Earth is in, called the Milky Way. It is just, I hope as you're reading this, you're really taking it in and seeing what amazing God that we have, because we could not create this. There's no way that we can make any of this happen. So this is what our great creator God has done. And if you look at the page of 169, it shows the Milky Way of the spiral galaxy. It shows like the pinwheel, if you're not sure what a pinwheel looks like. Okay, so it looks like that. All right, so you can read page 169 and 170 and do 1, 2, and 3 on page 170. And I hope that, I'm not sure what the weather's been like at night. I know it was raining last night. Hopefully, this time off, you can get some time to actually go out and look up at the stars. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about constellations, and maybe your parents can help you find some different constellations in the sky. All right, I hope you have a wonderful Thursday, and I will see you on the video for Friday.